That's why. That's what I was also gonna say. If this episode doesn't get nominated for an Emmy, they'll be remiss because. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Jules, where I have real conversations with real people in real life. Before you do anything, I need you guys to go ahead and click that subscribe button. You know where it is. It's right below. Make sure you comment, like, and more importantly, share, because sharing is caring. You know what time it is. You know why we're here. Got my girl Niché. It's time for another Insecure review. We're on episode 8. We are low-key happy that Niché always getting it right. Inside Connect, resident writer over here in these streets.
I don't know. I don't know anything about what's going on. I'm guessing like everybody else. I just happen to be right.
Anyway, if you want any more inside information on Miss Niché, go on, head over to the Caldwell Creative. Make sure you download those daily planners. She's starting on a new business adventure, so make sure you get into that newsletter so you can get what's going on, because she's about to pop off with something great, something that we all need. So make sure that you guys are logged in and subscribed and get into our podcast. The brand standard?
The brand standard, yeah.
It's a lot going
on, but follow us on Instagram at the Caldwell Creative. You can always go over to our website and get a free daily devotional if you need. We do have a shop, so any DIY items for your small business, all those will be available also.
Yay, yeah. So go ahead and get on that. But let's jump right into this episode. We are, again, low-key happy. Niché's always right. But before we jump into it, I got my girlfriend here. My girlfriend, Suzann Christine, is going to join us. Let me let her in the chat. Hey, Susu.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
So as I mentioned, this is Suzann Christine. She is a local Philly artist. We went to high school together, all three of us. All the other girls that joined our chat, they all went to high school with us. But we are here. We are here to talk about, again, episode 8 of Insecure, Low-Key Happy. We're about to dive into it. I got my notes. Okay, always prepared. Make sure we prepared with these notes. So first of all, I want to say Carrie did that. This episode was right on time, right on point.
You know what? The cinematography was so good. It was so pretty. It was such a beautiful.
Everything was a picture. It was a moment. Everything.
Yes.
From the close-ups to the pauses. I was saying, like, this is what I needed.
Yeah, it was lit. It was so lit. Everything about it was just lit, like next level. Like, I saw it. It was amazing because I feel like the way it was depicted it just showed us how much Issa's grown. Like it was like, Issa becoming she's going to the next level right now, you know. So we got to see her in another phase of life. Lawrence, we got to see him in his real new phase of life. So like it was just dope. Like the cinematography, the locations, you know, everything was just on point. Everything on point.
It was so good. I love that. I love that scene when they were in front of the neon lights. That scene,
with the clouds.
It was
the scene with the clouds.
She was red and he was blue or something like that. The line.
Yeah, red and white. Yes, that was popping.
I was like,
it was really good.
I'm in love. It was so good.
Yeah, creatives rejoiced at that one because that was good.
I was in it. And also big shout out because Natasha Rothwell wrote that episode. So Carrie directed it, Natasha wrote it, and it was just a perfect collab. It was so good.
That was good.
So good.
I can't wait to see the next one because she did the next one too. She did 8 and 9.
Oh.
Who did Carrie?
Carrie Washington.
Oh, wow. I didn't know this. This is new information for me, guys. I did not know.
This is because Niché is in the writer's room. No. I want everyone to know Niché is in the writer's room. She tried to hold back on it.
I am not on staff.
Well, you need to be because you got all the inside information.
I need to. I'm looking for the application online. It is unavailable. I have not seen it.
They opened the episode up with Issa and Lawrence meeting up on a date. which was hilarious because we went the awkward back.
Why did she have to fall like that?
So we could burst out laughing. It was hilarious.
Oh,
It was like, you gonna need
Hi.
a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna need a minute. Literally face down. Who falls that hard and that flat?
This was the conversation that Lawrence has been trying to have with Issa, that it seems like for at least a month at this point, or pre-block party, he was trying to have this conversation with her. So they're finally having this conversation. And I just feel like he was trying to play it cool and uninterested. And I hate when guys do that. Like, just come on. Like, you're trying to play it cool. Like, oh, what's up with you? Or how's this going? Like, you like me. Just say you like me.
Uninterested.
That was very interested. That showed interest.
Yeah.
I mean, like, uninterested on a relationship level.
I think he was nervous to bring up this conversation. This conversation is hard to have.
It was.
But
you also know this person. You also know this person for at least, I'm going to put it 7 years now.
No.
But you have to add in the fact that he still loves her.
Mm-hmm.
And they went through a lot.
Listen, I keep telling you.
You don't know where she is.
This is my life. This is my diary. This is my life. So I understand what's going on. I still feel like if you know this person like inside and out, you still love this person, then these conversations are hard to have. But trying to play this like, how do I approach this? Like, you know me.
Like he was trying to do that.
But you can clearly see how comfortable they are with each other in this episode, because their relationship was like very laid out, and you can see like all the inside jokes.
Once the ice was broken,
once she fell on her face.
Yes, I feel like the ice.
That was the ice
break. But like for you, Ju, like maybe it's easy for you to be able to go back to a man and like have a conversation because you don't have any like mental blocks in your head to feel like, oh well, I shouldn't be doing this. He should be doing this, you know, because
do you know my situation?
No, girl.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe you're easy like to talk to. Like you might find it very easy for you to go to an old boo and be like, old boo, you know, I want you back. Up? And what's up with the what's up? Like that might be easy for you to do. But not everybody is that easy, no matter how long they've been with a person. Like if I was trying to get back with my ex that I was with for 7 years, and you know, even if we were together that long, I think he would be a little nervous because everybody's afraid of rejection. That's number one.
Agreed.
And number two, because we don't know where they are in life, like Issa could have very well been in a relationship loving somebody else and just like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna go out for drinks and just to see what's going on because we ended a certain way. But the fact that he was trying to tell her was a beautiful thing. You know, he brought it up. He obviously wanted to talk to her.
He called her out there. They were on a date.
You know what I'm saying? So it was major effort. Major effort.
A date. Yeah, I think it was difficult for him simply because obviously they don't know each other right now or where they are and things have happened and transpired, but it's still a very internal and difficult conversation when the one person who knows you best hurt you the most. And maybe you want to wait till you like 2 drinks in and the other person too, wait till they get like 2 drinks in to not just make it more comfortable, not to say you have to drink to make it more comfortable, but like, let me take the edge off and realize again where we are. Let's get back into our chemistry.
Yeah.
And then I can like talk to you like I used to talk to you, because again, she said, why didn't you ever tell me this? So this is something that he shared or taken her there with in 5 years. So the fact that he could do it now over this one night speaks volumes. This isn't an easy conversation that they were having, and yet he was not even comfortable enough. He was in his growing enough to be able to take it back to, why did this happen? How did I cause this to happen? Basically, because that's where it went, you know. And she was like, no, it's definitely not your fault. I was wrong. But Lawrence couldn't do that for 5 years. He couldn't have that conversation with her for 5 years. So the fact, you know, if things were getting in the way, it's TV, it's going to be funny. They try to find a way to keep it engaging because, you know, if he had said it right when she sat down, it just would have been like, you know, a whole 45-minute, well, it's not 45 minutes, but another 30 minutes of the rest of the date. So, yeah, 15 minutes in, and then he finally was able to say so that they still had time to hunt at the end.
Yeah.
Which you predicted and put out there in these streets.
I told you they have
but
to.
yeah.
They had to. But this time it was Issa saying, I don't want to leave. I want you now.
Girl, first of all, I want to say that Issa is a savage. Because Condola was on the line. You saw Condola
she
call.
was like, not again. Y'all broke it up. Not again. You're not going to get my man again. Don't take my man twice.
Yes.
No, that was her. Oh, she was on the phone. I'm not ready to go. So now what you gonna do?
So what you gonna do? What if I don't want to leave?
Right. What if I'm
and
not
he was
ready
like,
to
oh,
leave?
all right, let's go.
Well, if you don't want to leave, you ain't gotta leave.
Clearly. What do I think that picture was? I don't know. I know we chat a little bit via text, so I'm not gonna spill that. But I don't know. I don't think I gave it much thought in the moment, and even when I watched it,
they made it such a huge deal, though.
I know. But even when I watched it over again, I still couldn't like imagine what it could have been. That would have been like, oh, I need this painting because, I don't think it could have been something super abstract, or it could have been something as simple as like people on a couch because that reminded them of the relationship. Right. So I don't know, but I know what you.
And I was like, shoot. Remember he said he was like, you want to share it? And I said, you want to share it?
It was like they baby. It was like they baby.
Have you at my house, have you at your house, or whatever you share your picture.
That took me to like, yeah, we might end up being together. We're gonna live together, and we're gonna share this art.
Could be. I think. What do you think was on it? Ooh.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, so the two pictures they looked at beforehand, they were like, this is definitely Kelly, and this is definitely Chad or whoever. Like,
and we finally know his name. The boy's name is Chad. We were trying to figure it out for 4 seasons at this point.
Yeah. I still don't know which one exactly that is. I don't know if that's Tiffany's husband or the other one with the real estate business. I was
thinking real estate business, but go ahead.
I think it was the real estate one too, but who knows? Anyway, I think it's like a picture of some kind of family, some kind of like husband, wife, kid. I think that's what it is, abstractly, or maybe 3 circles, something that symbolizes like them together. And he was like, I have to have this kind of thing. And to me, it reflected back to when he was arguing with Condola. He found out that she didn't want to have a family and didn't even want to get married again, doesn't want to get married again. And he knows that Issa does want all of those things. So now you're on a date.
She on the line for something.
Now you're on the art walk. And then they make it a point to go through art together and then purposely not show us what the image was. Yeah. But let's talk about the 2 images that they saw beforehand, like their friends, and then it was some picture that he ended up buying that we just didn't get to see. However, if you think about it too, that also changed the trajectory of the rest of the date. They kept the date going after that, when it could have just been like, all right then, especially after TSA Bay showed up.
Child, I said, well, wait a minute. I said, well, how awkward did this get?
She
was like, please don't.
It couldn't get no more awkward than that. And like, he just was so just out there. Oh yeah, we used to get it in.
We used to get it in.
Right.
And the girl didn't care either. She was like, oh, we about to be
Mazda. Why is your name Mazda?
Because they're in LA.
And because that's TSA Bay. Only TSA Bay would have somebody like Mazda.
And he didn't say his name. Say his name.
Yo, what was that?
His name is TSA.
Loud.
Right. Out of control.
What I will say about Lawrence this episode is that he showed some skills. that men need
He's
to
definitely showed some growth.
I'm talking about men legit need to take notes of that episode. Why? A, he had the balls to come out and say, I've been thinking about us a lot lately. B, he had the balls to say, I just didn't know what to do with myself. I was in an insecure space in my life, and I hated waking up every morning seeing you have something to do and I don't have anything to do. And I was just in a bad place. He took accountability. And that's very, very difficult for a lot of people to do, is to take accountability. So, so that's 2, okay? He got points on the board for how he handled the fact that she ran into old boo, and he made a joke out of it. Like he left her feeling like, oh shoot. But because he had matured and he grew up and he knows how to handle things, he don't let certain situations get in the way of what he truly wants to go after. He came back and and made it a whole joke, and they continued on with a beautiful night. 3, right? 3, the other points on the board. They had that conversation, and what did he say that made her feel really sad? Oh, he told her that me and Condoza are still talking, and I really don't know where we're gonna be. Like, I don't really know where we're gonna go. He was honest in that. So that honesty that's another point. But then he got more points on the board when he saw on her face the sadness and the like, oh man, I'm so have to deal with the fact that that situation is not completely over. But now she's in a fight. And if she wants to really fight for him, she will fight for him. However, the point came in when he saw her face go down and sad, he immediately distracted her from the piece of art.
What art on the wall?
Wherever they were looking at some art. You have to go back and watch it. They were looking at something. He was like, oh wow, look at such and such. And it took her out of her moment of feeling sad that she just found out that he's still talking to Condoza. Well, thank you guys.
Love you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for checking in with us and giving us your opinion.
All right, guys, have a great one.
Bye, too. Thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye.
I'm surprised, honestly. I saw the trailer for 9. I'm surprised that Molly and Issa's conversation is going to be in the daytime at the restaurant.
This is what I was getting to. I was about to say, see, you in my head, you in here with the inside. I was about to say that, what do you expect from this conversation? Because, like I said in the previous review, I felt like it was going to be a more awkward type of vibe and not so much the girl that sit down and talk. So it's kind of leading into that awkwardness, because she was like, I'm meeting a friend. Well, I don't know if we were friends. We're kind of friends. I'm not sure. And then she saw it was like, hey, I'm sorry.
I'm definitely loud.
So I still feel like there's going to be that awkward, I don't really know how to approach this, but I do kind of want to settle it kind of thing. And I would love to see where Molly is therapy-wise. Like, has she talked to her therapist yet? Has her therapist walked her through some things so that she can come on a more, I don't want to say mature, because I do think that Molly is still maturing. I'm not going to say, because she did what she did, she's immature. But I do hope that with a new mindset, there we go. I do hope that she's coming there with a new mindset and a new openness to be like, listen, you right, I was tripping a little bit. I still didn't like that you did X, Y, and Z. And this is why I acted out, and not so much like you was wrong, so apologize, what's up? You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that she's able to take some of that in and really sit back and sit in what she did too and say, I was wrong, but this is why I felt the way I felt, So.
Right. Well, aside from a writer's perspective, from a viewer standpoint, and from a friendship standpoint, it says a lot that she showed up. So you obviously want to talk, because you don't. That's reality. You don't have to be here, and that's a good note to the writers, because it's like the stakes are high enough where we're comfortable with her saying, "Okay, I'll show up."
there's otherwise we'd be like, why is she gonna show up now? You know what I'm saying? We would be like, this conversation is so produced. It's so stupid. But no, we're actually ready for them to talk. We're like, yes, finally, you know. But I told it's episode 9. It's not the season finale. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be much like her conversation with Lawrence when she showed up. Obviously, Molly is showing up, but we got that awkwardness, kind of funniness out of the way in the front. She was talking to the waitress and rambling, and it was like, ah! You know, that little funny part is happening right before a very serious, hopefully an intimate conversation. And the conversation has to happen because we're at episode 9. We can't wait until season 5 to see how it is. We want to see something, whether, and again, it doesn't mean they have to be best friends tomorrow and hanging out all night. It just means at least something has to be resolved. It was approached, you know? Yes. They're actually going to sit down and talk like they've been trying to do since the grocery store, since Thanksgiving, basically. Girl, when they missed each other then. So we're going to get resolved from that. I still want to see Nathan come and show something. I hope he says something. Because why were you over there? What were y'all doing? What is that about? Well, who knows? They were trying to get out the garage or something. That's true. Yeah. And so I don't know what that was about. I don't know what was going on, but everything is purposeful. Like, they're not going to waste minutes, you know, to show us something and then not have it pay off later on. So anyway, I hope 9, after this conversation, hopefully it's like 5 minutes of the episode and not the entire episode, because I still think we have to wrap up some other things. But do you think that their conversation will be the focus, like how their date, like how Lawrence and Issa's date was the focus of the entire episode? Do you think I hope not. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I hope not, because I don't think it's that much to talk about.
All right, thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Conversation with Jules. We reviewed Insecure episode 8, Lowkey Happy. Again, if you have not subscribed, now is the time. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. It is right below. Make sure you comment, like, and share. More importantly, make sure you head over to the Caldwell Creative to go ahead and get those daily planners, get your devotionals, get up on that newsletter, because Niché is launching something big with her business. So make sure you are connected with her and you follow her on Instagram on the Caldwell Creative so that you can be up to date on everything that Niché is doing. I will see you guys next time. We'll be here. We have 2 more episodes left. So keep riding with us. We're almost done. See you guys.